Mzuri.
Naitwa Getahi wa Mwangi na nitasoma tribute kwa niaba ya wajukuu wa Shosho. Unaona tuko wengi na hii ndio wajukuu ambayo Shosho ameacha. Mtanisamehe kwa sababu nitaisoma kwa kizungu. Wale ambao hawaelewi poleni, mtatafsiriwa na wale wako karibu na nyinyi. To us, she was not just Shosho, but a whole experience, a presence. She loved us loudly, and it was difficult to put into words how deeply we felt Shosho's love. She was gentle and firm, soft-spoken and commanding. From the time we were little kids, one thing was clear. She was a no-nonsense kind of person. She disciplined us when necessary, but also loved us fully. She managed to balance both without having to choose. She didn't just act like a grandmother, but she treated us like her own kids. Even at a very young age, she would expect us to know better. Even in the way she corrected us, we never doubted her love for us. She made you want to do the right thing, not out of fear, but because you did not want to disappoint her. You always knew she was paying attention, not in a strict, scary way, but in a soft, quiet way that let us know she cared a lot for us. She guided us with the same standard she had for our parents, making sure we learned how to carry ourselves with good manners, respect, and pride. She didn't miss a thing. One day we were chasing chickens around the compound, and one of us accidentally stepped on it and killed one of Shosho's chickens. Then two of us decided to run to Shosho and report the crime, mostly because we did not want her to think we were involved. Shosho was not having it. After hearing the story, she did not wait another moment. That day she brought out her ruler and taught the culprits as well as those who failed to report the crime a quick, sharp, painful lesson. She never stayed angry. An hour later, it was as though nothing had happened, but a lesson had definitely been learned. She did not punish us out of anger, but out of love and respect. And the most important lesson that day was the value she placed on life, even on the small ones. Holidays at Rumuruti were magic. We would wake up early and Shosho would be already outside ready to take us on her walks to see the cows, chickens, and goats. We would watch her walk with a long stick ready, and we would all try to find sticks of our own during the walk, pretending we were just like her, grounded and in control. Of course, we were just playing. She raised animals with care and patience, and in turn we learned how to care for them too, watching them grow, nurturing them, feeding them, and finally, she would make sure we ate the finest mbuzis and the finest chicken. Shosho was also funny, without even trying. If we wanted to go out, for instance, to the movies, she would ask, "Okay, sit there and show me how you'll behave at the movies." It was hilarious to have to sit and pretend to watch a movie, a full practice run. Looking back, she wanted to make sure we always carried ourselves well and with the utmost dignity and respect. And then whenever we were in a different room, she needed us, she would start calling one of us very softly. For example, "Wairimo, Wairimo." Then without warning, she'd shout, "Wairimo!" It was not anger, but projection. She wanted to make sure we had heard. And when we did, that shout was part of her magic, loud, clear, and projected, and unforgettable. And we knew we'd better get downstairs, quick to attend whatever she needed, and often what she needed was something small, maybe even to bring her glasses. But she called you like you were the only person she needed in that moment. It was hilarious, and we still laugh about it till today. That voice we'll never forget. It lives in each one of us. If there was one thing Shosho never played about, was food. You had to eat. Saying you are full was almost an act of betrayal. Her face would drop quietly, heartbroken, but she never gave up. And even if you had just eaten somewhere else, she would say, "Eat again. You know mukimo is very good for you." And as you expect, we would have to eat again, not by force, but by love. Shosho also made each of us feel like the most important person in the world. She complimented us all the time. For the girls, she'd say, "Beautiful," and for the boys, she'd say, "Handsome." And just how she said it confidently, projected voice, we knew she meant it. She wanted us to walk with our heads held high and feel good about ourselves. She reminded us that she loved us. Every meeting, every goodbye, every phone call ended with her saying she loved us so deeply and wanted us to know. She would shout it from the mountaintops if she had to. She was confident in everything she said to us. Shosho also had deep values and reminded us constantly to stay close to God and work hard in school. She never stopped showing up for each of us. As we grew older and started going away for school, she pressed something small into our hands and called it banana money. She wanted us to know she saw us and wanted to make sure we were okay, especially when we were out of her sight. She did not want us to lack, not even for snacks. Shosho was also brave and fearless and protected us with her life. A core memory we have of Shosho's bravery was when Kenya faced a time of unrest and all our dads needed to be away from us. It was she who stepped in, took us and our moms upstairs, and we were all in full panic. She was calm, unshaken, and stood guard. Literally gun by her side, heart wide open and ready. We also real bravery that night. That was Shosho, ready to lay herself on the line for those she loved. She was constant, solid, and the kind of Shosho you knew would always be there, arms open. She made us feel unconditionally loved, beautiful, and protected. She really was our biggest cheerleader. She had space for us all. She prayed for us, disciplined us, fed us, and most of all, loved each and every one of us consistently and deeply. That was our grandmother. Shosho was the kind of person who didn't seem like she would ever leave us. She was always there. She loved us even before we came into this world, journaling about our births, preparing to love each of us long before we knew. Shosho suddenly leaving us shocked every single one of us, and words cannot even begin to describe the painful loss we feel. Her presence was solid and safe. Her memory is imprinted in each of us forever, and our experience in this world going forward will not be the same without Shosho. But because we were so blessed to experience her fully, we know that even in her physical absence, she is still here with us. We have no choice but to continue to choose to carry her in the way we speak, the way we serve without questions, the way we laugh loudly, and the way we love. She shaped us quietly, gently, and completely. She lives in our hearts, and we will miss her deeply. Rest well, Shosho. We miss you already, and we know you will never leave us. Thank you.
And that was their Shosho. Thank you very much. Sasa mnajua Shosho hao walikuwa nani? Iko mambo mawili ambao tulisahau. Moja ni kusema ya kwamba the washrooms are up over there. Ziko huko mbele ya tent, lakini ziko ingine hapo ambao zinaweza kutumiwa na hapo wako mbele na wazimwa. There are washrooms behind this tent. Na zile zingine ziko huko, so please naomba radhi kwa vile tulisahau kumwambia.